Peter is throwing us back to a time.
Do I need to keep doing this?
No, not at all. To a time where computers were new, interesting, almost magical pieces of equipment on today's not so critical level.
Intro done. Great. Thank you, John. It does feel weird without Mike here. Mike, we miss you, man. Come back soon. Don't leave us.
A lot of missing.
Yeah. This was a thread I saw on the Twitters. Everything's coming from Twitter these days, honestly. Yeah. Where it was, there's a really cool Twitter account called The Depths of Wikipedia. I think this one is The Depths of Internet Archive. Which is run by the same person. And it said, I need you to read the 2001 Is Your Son a Computer Hacker forum post. And they posted screenshots of it. So they've been on the Internet Archive, which, if you're not familiar with it, is a service which just archives content from the internet. It's amazing. It has the Wayback Machine. You can go back, see what things look like before they were lost.
Or HTML5.
Yeah, right. Anyway, yeah, this is from 2001, so 21 years ago now. It does not seem that long ago.
No,
anyway, and the title is Your Son a Computer Hacker? Let me read out a little bit for you from the beginning. As an enlightened modern parent, I try to be as involved as possible in the lives of my 6 children. I encourage them to join team sports. I attend their team parties with them to ensure no drinking or alcohol is on the premises. I keep a fatherly eye on the CDs they listen to and the shows they watch, the company they keep and the books they read. You could say I'm a model parent. My children have never failed to make me proud, and I can say without the slightest embellishment that I have the finest family in the USA. And then it goes on, blah, blah, blah. They found Adobe Photoshop and this new compact that they want, compact computer. Wow. Yeah. It was Microsoft Word on it. And their son, Peter, who had become quite a pro at surfing the net, who used to spend whole days on the machine. His wife, Cindy, came in and one night to blurt out, Peter is a computer hacker. As you can imagine, I was amazed. A computer hacker in my own house. I began to monitor my son's habit to make certain that Cindy wasn't just telling stories, as she is prone to do sometimes. Now, reading this out, even reading it out this much, I can tell that it's a joke. But honestly, I have to confess that Mr. Gullible over here, and this isn't the first time I felt I'm building a reputation for being gullible. I did think that it was real.
Wait, really? I think it's real.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay. This is making me feel a lot better because it's definitely not real.
No, it has to be.
It's by. I don't know, man. Do you think it's very close to the tone of one of those overly protective parents who are just
it's a helicopter parent who has enough ability to make posts online, but beyond that, that's where it ends.
It's a post from Mumsnet on word for word,
and then
or Dadsnet.
It continues. There are unfortunately many hacking manuals available in bookshops today. A few titles to be on the lookout for are Snow Crash and Cryptonomicon by Neil Stephenson. Neuromancer, Programming with Perl. Geeks by Jon Katz. The Hacker Crackdown. Microsoft.
These are all real books, by the way, if anybody's watching. These are all good books, actually.
If you find any of these hacking manuals in your child's possession, confiscate them immediately. You should also petition local booksellers to remove these titles from their shelves. You may meet with some resistance at first, but even booksellers have to bow to community pressure. And then it continues. A couple other posts is like, if your son spends more than 30 minutes each day on the computer, he may be using it to DOS other people.
Denial of service.
Okay, this is probably the best one right here. If your son has undergone a sudden change in his style of dress, you may have a hacker on your hands. This starts to now be a little bit more.
This is
like, now this guy, Reginald or whatever, is pushing it. It's probably satire. Hackers tend to dress in bright, day-glow colors. They may wear baggy pants, bright-colored t-shirts, and spiky hair dyed in bright colors to match their clothes. They may take to carrying glow sticks, and some wear pacifiers.
Actually true. I didn't do the pacifier thing, but I did have crazy hair and the glow, glow sticks.
The freak look. The freak
look. Kind of. Oh, wow.
There are so many. There are many such hackers in schools today, and your son may have started to associate with them. You notice that your son's group of friends includes people dressed like this. It's time to think about a severe curfew to protect him from dangerous influences.
Dad, it's all your fault. You didn't stop me early enough.
And that's exactly what I was thinking about. Was when I was like, I don't know, 12, I had unfettered, complete autonomy access to a computer in my bedroom that I dragged in from the like common room. It was my computer now. It was the family computer turned mine. Now. And
turn yours.
Access to it at any time, at any point. You know, parents go to bed. Like, okay, right back onto the computer to play Counter-Strike or learn things. And it is probably the biggest part of that, or the biggest part of my career today is attributed to that. That young curiosity through technology. I'm so happy my parents didn't know better than to just let me be on
it's a good thing they didn't read this article. Same here. When I was young, I was 14 or something. My granddad, who liked to play with stocks and shares and things and money trading, he bought a computer, and they were they were too expensive at the time for our family. But my granddad had a bit of money, and he bought one for himself. And I said that I could come around and install all the software for him because I've been playing one with, so I went around to his place, and I spent a long time playing games and writing little programs and stuff. And I didn't do any of the stuff for him, but he used to leave me alone for hours in this room. And I'd tell him, no, I'm still working on it, which was barefaced lie. Absolutely not. But and at the time I felt so guilty. But looking back, I realized that he wanted me around there and didn't care if I was working on it or not. He was just happy that I was fucking around with. And he was an engineer, like an actual rocket scientist, which is very cool. So yeah, thanks parents for letting us be geeks. I think you did a really good thing. When my kid starts doing something that I don't understand, I'm just going to go for it.
Right.
But so do you think that this article was real or not?
Well, I think after reading the last couple,
the clothing
bits,
one, that's what tipped me
like,
to it.
There's no way. And like it's the fact that they know what DOS is, right? This is potentially 2001.
I think it was definitely written in 2001.
Denial of service attack was not very well. So
yeah, that's true.
Yes, to DOS other people's sites.
It's you've made me very happy that you weren't immediately going, oh, fake, because in the past.
Because it reads so. It reads sweet. It's like cute, wholesome almost.
There's. Are you finding programs on your computer that you don't remember installing?
Right.
Your son were probably trying to install some hacker software. But that's another one which is like. He may attempt to conceal the presence of the software in some way, but you can usually find any new programs by reading through the programs listed under the Restore Remote. Popular hacker software includes Comet Cursor, Bonzi Buddy, and Flash.
Flash!
Yeah. I mean, it's just a bit too,
It's too on the nose.
That's the other bit. This is the one that I think that really convinced me it wasn't. Is your son obsessed with Lunix? BSD, Lunix, Debian, and Mandrake are all versions of illegal hacker operation system invented by a Soviet computer hacker named Linios Torovoltov before the Russians lost the Cold War. So that's too fake.
Yeah.
So,
but these concerns were real. I'll never forget. I downloaded Google Earth, and if you recall, Google Earth was the application.
I should have said that for the Magic episode, because that was one of the things. Google Earth.
Same here.
Wow.
And my dad comes into my bedroom, and I loved poking around in Google. I thought it was so fucking cool. all
Still
over the
is.
world and see buildings.
Yeah.
And zoom in and you could see little tiny things. Like, it was amazing.
Zooming out was the one for me.
Always,
Seeing the world
all
kind of
the way.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, what is that? And I was like, it's Earth. And I like start zooming around and moving things, and he's like, you accessed a satellite.
Oh,
so in his eyes, he thought I I hacked the satellite. And I didn't have the heart to tell him otherwise. Give myself credit for that one. Little 12-year-old. 11-year-old.
War games.
Yeah.
To set up a nuclear arms race or nuclear war.
So
pressing the big red button.
I thought, yeah, that is one for last the episode about magical technology. Yeah, just absolute magic. Google Earth was definitely one for me. But yeah, that's it on this week.
Yes. So be warned if your son, and the other thing is it's a bit sexist because girls
they keep using sons.
Too.
I caught that on like the third one. I was like, well, what about, why isn't your daughter a hacker?
Yeah. Girls don't like computers, do they?
No, I guess according to T. Reginald Gibbons in 2001.
TRG, good old the old Gibbs.